Sure, I can. No problem. Is this video all right? It should be fine, right?
You're looking amazing. Just a little bit more light.
I feel like the light is enough. I would say. Just a second. Hmm. No, I am ready.
I'm going to play a 30-second counting down video. GM, everyone. I see that, wow, we are already connected to a lot of platforms right here. We are on Binance Live, we are on Twitter streaming, we are on Sidekick, and we are also on Loop Space. Wow, because we wanted to let everyone learn a lot more about the future trend of BNB chain DeFi. And today we have our amazing guest speaker, Sean from Nova Bank, and he's a CMO. We also have Sophie representing Blockchain Venture. She's a co-founder on Raven. He is a DI guru. Well, I hope I pronounced this correctly. CTO. Welcome everyone to join today's event. And right now on Binance Live, already have, let me check the numbers over here. We already got over 5,000 live views, I believe. And we also have, wow, we're also being featured on the front page of Binance Live. I'm going to share my screen later as well to show everyone what I could see. So now I'm going to remove the banner and reveal our guest speakers, that everyone could see our amazing speakers right here. And Sean, if you wanted to share your video, you're free to do it right now. Wow, amazing. How about let's starting from you, Sean? Would you like to introduce yourself and your project to us? Thank you.
Sure. Absolutely. It's a great honor for you guys to have me. Thank you so much. We are always excited to be, partnering up, collaborating with Binance in any ways. Since Nova Bank is on the Binance Smart Chain, we're always looking forward on to, having more and more, this interesting and extremely exquisite cooperation with Binance as well. But personally, my name is Sean. I'm the CMO of Nova Bank, and I would like to just say that we're cool and nice. Check out our website, www.novabank.finance, and hopefully this is going to be an amazing discussion. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Sean, for the intro. And following that, we would like to invite Sophie, the Blockchain Venture co-founder, to introduce yourself and also introduce your team to us. Thank you.
Hi guys, thank you. Thank you first for Moonlight for the invitation, and also Sean for inviting me here. I'm Sophie. I'm co-founder of Blockchain Ventures. So we are a VC Ventures originated from 2019, and we literally focus ourselves on the first tier market. And currently, we are also looking at DeFi projects, RWA projects, and some infrastructure on BNB chain. So that's why I think I'm here. And I'm also a big fan of Bitcoin's on BNB chain as well. Happy to be here and happy to exchange ideas and show the night with your guys. That's my introduction. Thank you.
That's just amazing. Thank you so much, Sophie. And we know you're super busy. You're so on a trend and joining our space event. Thank you so much. And next, we would like to invite Raven. He's the CTO at Diagro. Would you like to introduce yourself and your project to us? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Moonlight, for having me on this amazing Binance Live program. So today I am currently working as a CTO of the Diagro, which is like decentralized agricultures, which is also tends to be a real world asset. So what you are trying to do is kind of like tokenizations of real agriculture's projects, and that based on the people can fund that projects and get ROI on the platform all over the world. That's it. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you so much. Well, I believe, wow, we have all our speakers ready to share important insights regarding BNB Chain DeFi. And friends, as you could see, I already shared my screen with everyone, and we are being featured on the front page of Binance Live. That means when all of our Binance users, they are using either their apps or using the Binance website, they can find us easily at the live section since we're being featured on the very top over here. Yeah, every day there are a bunch of programs being showcased on Binance Live, but only a few would be featured over here. So we are really honored. And now I'm going to ask the very first discussion topic to Sean over here. Well, what is your stand on the future of DeFi and how do you envision it evolving in the coming years, Sean? Thank you.
Thank you for the elegant question. It is the question that I would say personally is very important to me, and it is a question that I was, trying to take. I took quite some time to actually digest this whole field of DeFi and the past, the present, and the future of it. So to me, the future of DeFi is incredibly bright. We have to look forward to some big changes and the third wave of DeFi in the very upcoming time. We're actually seeing a massive shift in how the financial services are being delivered. Day by day, the progresses that are, especially AI, is coming up with the solutions, the user-friendly services and so on is just unbelievable. And hopefully with the decentralization at the core of it all. So to me, I hopefully as well, people would share my point of view, is that, particularly in the next few years, as we can actually see and learn, I believe DeFi will continue to grow, specifically in the sophistication of the essence of the finances that people are looking forward. Because, generally, with all the instant knowledge that we can get with AI, just like that in seconds, right now, the very main thing that users have as, the asset is privacy. So when it comes to the decentralization, we can actually see that it brings privacy to each and every user, which makes it could actually brings value. It actually brings something that really matters to the users nowadays. And we'll see improved scalability. We're gonna see like better user interfaces, of course, UX, UI, just as I mentioned, with the help of AI as well. And as well, the broader adoption from what we see as, decentralized finance will hopefully reach to more people around the world, as well as when people are getting to learn about crypto, about blockchain, Web3, and so on. Decentralized finance is the essential part of this whole ecosystem. And, DeFi's ability to break the traditional financial barriers, it is usually should and must offer more inclusive access to the newcomers, to the people who are just came to this fun and very secure field of DeFi. So, hopefully, all of these aspects all together will bring the future of DeFi into an inclusive access and an inclusive privacy partner to all the people who are out there, even not only for the users, for the builders, for whoever it is. It's very important and essential key of what my message is of course the envision of how can we see the evolvement of privacy in our worlds, and with so much big data that is connected to each other. So yeah, thank you. This is my simple and humble answer to your question. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Sean. Great insight from you. And just like you said, right, it's clear like DeFi is heading toward greater scalability, improved user experience, and also a broader institution adoption.
Yeah.
Definitely looking forward to that. And DeFi could be a game changer, bringing more people to it. And we're also excited to see how Bank contribute to this evolution. Right now, I see that we got over 6,000 live audience, and they are typing BNB DeFi, also Nova Bank in the comments. Way to go, everyone. Thank you so much. I'm going to screenshot it and share with our speakers later.
Nice.
Thank
Nice.
you. And we also have a question for Sophie. And the question over here, Sophie, for you is, can you tell us about your journey in DeFi? Because earlier you mentioned that you are really new, right? But with the DeFi sector since 2017. So would you like to expand on that? Thank you.
Thank you, Malay. Yep, I'm definitely happy to share here. As I think Sean has really made the point that DeFi is more about popularize both decentralized DeFi and Web3 to ordinary people from the Web2 world. So I think he has built a bridge to connect people from both sides and to make sure that more people benefit by participating into DeFi projects. So my journey into DeFi literally started back in 2019 when the first wave of decentralized financial protocols began to gain transactions. Initially, I was sort of just an observer, like looking aside, because if you are going to engage with DeFi projects, there are always you have to understand about the rules, the regulations, how to when to stake and when to pull out your money. And there's always you have to be concerned about the TVLs and also the yielding process that you got during that time. So we have gone through a DeFi summer back in 2019 to 20s. During that time, I definitely more involved into the development side, and also I have engaged onboarded with many different projects, which has bring me a quite lucrative profits for sure. So for me, DeFi has definitely a game changer. That it's I remember I put around USDT into one DeFi projects, and just because I'm the first batch of digger into this gold mine, and then I think I gained 10x just 1 month later. So that's one of my engagement on DeFi projects. And I quickly recognized that DeFi might be not only a game changer, but also a life changing for ordinary people. So I began to popularize like how to play DeFi via video, and I also a KOL by myself. So I began to promote the idea of DeFi for ordinary people, especially people who are not familiar with Web3 to get into DeFi world. So from that point, I began to deeply involve into building and finding DeFi projects as well. Even though the attention, all the attention and all the focus are on BNB meme coins, maybe at this moment, but literally, I think finance and also CC and employee has put lots of emphasis on the future on the infrastructure of DeFi. We need to long build the whole DeFi industry and to bring more people and more knowledge, understanding about DeFi as well. So that's basically my journey into DeFi.
That is just inspiring. Thank you so much, Sophie, for sharing your journey with us. And Sophie is a blockchain venture co-founder. She started as an observer, right, early on, and also then diving into DeFi space as a builder and investor. This really shows how much the industry has grown. And we also strongly believe that actually Binance or BNB chain, right, strongly support lots of DeFi projects. Well, maybe I can reveal Lee's AMA session actually connected through our BNB chain team, right? So that's why we could get to know each other and learn about each of our amazing Web3 DeFi builders' journey. Thank you so much, Sophie, for sharing that. Following that, we have a question for Raven. Raven is in the Agro CTO. Raven, would you like to let us know how do you see the recent development in the BNB chain and DeFi over the past few months? Also, what stand out to you the most? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It's very good questions. So in the terms of like recent developments for BNB chain, I do feel like BNB chain has seen exciting developments in early 2025. So like especially for like DeFi. So these changes aim to make transactions faster. So people, they already think like, okay, BNB already transitions fast, but they are still trying to figure it out, like how it can be more fastest on the crypto space. So what is that really did in these last few months? So like they're reducing the transaction times to sub-second speeds. So which means you won't have to quit or wait in the queue for transaction to process. So they're also planning to handle up to 100 million transactions a day. So please correct me if I'm wrong. So 100 million transaction a day is not a joke. So which is huge for keeping up with growing demand of DeFi on BNB chain. So I feel like this is a part of the Pascal hard fork happening in the mid of March probably. So also in the meantime, what I feel like more interesting part that it added on the BNB chain, which is like AI. So we all know that AI make things more smarter. So AI is a big focus of this year. So they're adding AI agents to the wallets, so you can manage trading, spending, or even book flights directly from your wallets. So there's also something we all know, the DAO, but they also came up with like data DAOs. So where you can monetize your data, like healthcare info for AI projects. So this could open new ways to earn in DeFi. So it's also the focus on the user experiences, like it's more easier for users. So like to make things simple, like BNB chain introducing a gasless transactions. So you can pay gas fees with stable coins or other tokens. So which is great if you don't want to be deal with BNB price swings, because for example, if I really want to pay with the Ethereum gas fee, so I have to pay with the Ethereum native token. So every time Ethereum gas fees, also we all know that how it costs us so much. And also in the meantime, if you're holding native token, the price is always going to up and down. So which is also cost a lot of money for us. So BNB is the first time they came up with a new idea that you can pay with the stable coins of the gas fees. So what is they trying to do? So they're also making, like, for example, smart wallets. So that work like a regular apps. So interacting with DeFi is less technical. And last not the least, growing the community. So surprisingly, they're also doubling down on meme coins with better tools and support in 2025. So this is for community-driven projects or get a lot of buzz, I hope, like meme coins, to keep up the ecosystem very lively and I feel like more interesting. Thank you.
That is amazing. Thank you so much, Raven. Yeah, you provide a great technical perspective on BNB chain's growth, right? And also we could see fast adoption of new protocols and focus on security, also improvement in interoperability. And just like you say, right, we could use AI agent to help us to do a lot of things. And maybe pretty soon we can ask our AI agent to help us ordering pizza or anything, right, in our real life. That'll
Yes,
be super
exactly,
convenient.
exactly. You
Thank you
got it
so
correct.
much. Thank you so much, Raven, for sharing that. And now let's circle back to Sean. Over here, Sean, we have a second question for you. We would like to learn more about Nova Bank because it chosen to build on BNB Chain. What were the reasons behind this decision? Thank you.
All right. Thank you for the question. First of all, I would like to say that Raven and Sophie both, got the answers that we at Nova Bank, really appreciate, and we are truly the true lovers of DeFi, and seeing such pioneers, such people with so much passion to the DeFi, it is extremely helpful to us as well, which means that DeFi is still there, and it still has experts, and it still has specialists who are in this field. So answer your question. First of all, I would like to say and mention that we would like to really give a big a round of appreciation to the Binance Live, to the BNB chain as well, because without you guys, Nova Bank will never be what it is today, to this day. We chose the best, first of all, the best, the fastest, the more scalable chain that there is out there right now, which is, of course, the BNB chain. And there are some of the reasons to that. So first of all, there are a few key reasons why we chose it. First and foremost is, of course, the BNB chain actually is offering exceptional scalability. It is also, coming up with the transaction speed, which is almost like a lightning, and as well, the whole user-friendly services that the whole Binance ecosystem is offering to us is also something that we really and truly appreciate. As well, all these things is actually making BNB chain perfect for the projects, and for these ecosystem and DeFi protocols such as Nova Bank, because it is the quintessential of everything what decentralized protocol actually needs. So the low transactions, actually, low transaction costs, if I'm being very correct, usually it comes up on the BNB chain. And of course, another huge factor that you need to remember is to help the BNB chain is always helping us to keep the user experience seamless and very efficient. Extremely low gas fees, like the exchange rates, the slippage fees, and so on. It makes so easy for us to work with the Binance platform itself as well, because we're always aiming. Hopefully, one day, of course, we're going to be listed on Binance as well. We're trying its best as well. We just won the BNB chain competition yesterday for the mature pool. So if you guys go to the BNB chain main Twitter, you'll actually see that the day 6 mature zone winners are us, BNB and Nova Bank. So this crossover of BNB and Nova Bank is just crucial. And as well, additionally, I would like to say that BNB chain, in general, ecosystem has a vibrant community. As well, the developers, the users, and it usually aligns perfectly. It aligns almost, as ideally to the Nova Bank's mission to deliver the decentralized finance experience to the people and the Binance community as well. So hopefully, BNB chains track record of growth, and of course, the support from Binance is being always outstanding and huge. So therefore, thank you again, big round of appreciation to BNB Chain and Binance to have us on their services. So, hopefully, Binance and Novabank is this singularity that we can all see very successful in the future. Thank you. Back to you, Linda.
Thank you so much. And also congratulations on winning that competition. Wow. Definitely, Sean,
Thank you.
highlight many key advantages, right? Building on
Yeah.
BNB chain, right? Just like everyone, know the cost is really low, especially if we transfer across BNB chain is actually free, right? And then scalability, thriving developer community, also a lot of support from the BNB chain team. So totally agree and totally understand why the Novabank team would choose to build on BNB chain. Thank you so much, Sean, for letting me.
Can you please add one more quick
Of
thing?
course.
As well?
Yes.
I would like to actually officially announce right now. It has never been announced anywhere yet. So I would like to say that actually the $150,000 that Nova Bank won at the BNB chain competition, we decided that we're just gonna airdrop it all back to our community. So it's all about decentralization. Everything is for the community. So whatever we got, it's never coming back actually to us. It is going directly into the community.
Wow, this is really Web3. Thank you so much, Sean.
It's a really great news for communities.
And guys, if you haven't given Novabank a follow and haven't complete any quests on their platform, be sure to do it because you have the opportunity to get the airdrops in the near future. Thank you, Sean.
Sure.
Nice.
Thanks for the question.
Yeah, we're also very honored to be able to hear this announcement first hand over here on Binance Live. Thank you. And right now, let me quickly check. We have over 613,000 live views over here. Thank you all.
Hi guys.
Yes, we're very excited about it. And next question we have is for Sophie. Sophie is a blockchain venture co-founder. And Sophie, the question we have you is, how has BNB chain performed over the last year? And what are your thoughts on its progress within the DeFi space? Thank you.
Thank you. First of all, big applause for Sean and Novabank. You guys have done amazing work. And also, I really appreciate the idea that everything goes to Novabank, back to community. I think it's really a very Web3 project, and I think that's you've done lots of work, Sean, so you deserve it, and Novabank also deserve it as well. So back to my question, BNB Chain definitely has shown its remarkable progress over the last years. It has maintained its position as one of the leading blockchains in terms of transaction volume and user engagement and community building as well. So the whole ecosystem's continued development of dApps and DeFi protocols on BNB chain has been very impressive to me. Firstly, with the introduction of the upgrades and support from Binance ecosystem, I think BNB chain has both demonstrated its capability to handle high volume applications, which is really high traffic, and they deal with very seamlessly. And that's all what we already know. And while they're also keeping their costs low and transaction speeds fast as well, I think He herself is promoting maybe zero gas fee, like in the coming days, at least for Binance Wallet users. But maybe, I don't know, there might be more like preference policies coming to DeFi transactions on BNB chain as well. So as a result, I think it's becoming a go-to platform for both developers and also users as well. So who are looking for efficiency and scalability in their DeFi ventures. And I have to say that BNB chain has promoted a lot in the past months, because people, a lot of KOLs, maybe including more like yourself, has been proposing ideas and suggestions to make BNB chain more usable and have more scalability. So in the past month when I try to do more transaction on BNB chain, I can definitely feel that the transaction goes really faster. And before there used to be a lot of delayed in transactions, but now I think most major issues has been solved already. So I think BNB chain has a very bright future, and let's stay tuned. And that's my answer to this question. Thank you, Moai, and congratulations to Sean and our bank.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Sophie, for letting us know about your observation, right? We definitely could see that BNB Chain has indeed made remarkable strides in DeFi other than meme tokens. Although right now it seems like a lot of focus on meme token, right? And wanted to encourage everyone, if you make money, it means you can also think about different ways, right, to use your assets. Considering DeFi, it's more stable, and you don't have to worry about the price change a lot, right? When you can have a good night of sleep, you could think about our guest speakers projects over here, Nova Bank and the Agro. Also, you can check out Sophie's blockchain venture to see what other portfolio projects that they have. Thank you, Sophie. And the following question over here we have is to Raven. Raven is the Agro CTO. And this question for you is, what do you think BNB Chain could improve upon to make it even more attractive for DeFi developers and users, as you are a builder yourself, right? What's your suggestions? Thank you.
Yeah, then I'm going to take a little bit of time so that people they can understand in depth from builder perspective and also as a user perspective.
That's all right.
So
Sure.
yeah. So what we think about like BNB chain can do to really stand out for DeFi development and for users. So there are a few key areas that it came to my mind, and also some other builders they also think I feel like same way. So first of all, like regulations and compliance is a big one. As a DeFi continues to grow, it's crucial to have a solid tools and support for regulatory compliance. So this isn't just about staying on the right side of the law. So it's also about attracting traditional investors, staying on like who might be hesitant to dive into DeFi because of regulatory uncertainties. So if BNB chain can offer more like regulatory compliance solutions, or even partnerships with the compliance focused projects, so that would be open up for a whole new world for opportunities, because I really want to see that BNB chain can be lead on this about the compliance. As we all know that Binance is like how big this exchange is, and because of the Binance, how new micro level investors, retail investors, they came to on this crypto space. So I feel like that Binance is a big boss of that. They know that how to do the compliance with the government or the laws. Because I really don't want to see that that Palm.fund, some sort of meme coins came and 8 years old or some kids rug pulls, and it also provides some negative energy throughout the crypto space. However, other areas like where BNB chain could step up is like a synthetic assets or RWA, like real world assets. Like right now, I feel it's not nothing against BNB chain. I feel it's BNB chain's little bit behind of platforms like Ethereum and Solana in this space. But can you imagine being able to trade synthetic stocks, commodities, or even tokenized real world assets directly on BNB chain? That kind of innovations could bridge like traditional finance or traditional private hedge funds. They will like more interested to bring their money on this chain. So that will be like a huge game changer is what I believe. So I still like want to say one more things, like for example, I have nothing against Richard, that Binance CEO, but I still feel like that CG will come back again as a CEO of a Binance. I feel like he can do some magic for Binance. So I really hope that CJ will come back to Binance as a CEO. So lastly, let's not forget about the developer support and user education. Yes, I already know that Binance already have a like builder programs. Binance is going to a lot of countries like Kazakhstan, Pakistan, and also some of the African countries. They're really trying to educate the people to come and build on the Binance chains. But it still, I feel like that there's always room to expand. like more resource for developers and easier onboarding for users would lower the barriers to entry and attract more talent to the ecosystem rather than the people that came, okay, just go to the Pump Fund, launch a token and get quick money, rather than bring them to the on the chain so that they really build something real world a problem that can solve this with using Binance chains. That will be like a huge opportunities for the Binance chains. I think this is the where Binance can be the leading example on the crypto space. They are like a torchbearer of the crypto space. So I hope these things they can be. I know that they are on their roadmap. There's so many things they will do, but I think this bull market, I think they can be a little bit more faster to achieve those. So there is a lot of people that can jump on the board. Thank you so much, and sorry for taking a long time.
Oh, no worries. Thank you so much, Raven. Yes, there's definitely always room for improvement, right? And you point out exactly some important areas. So for example, like better developer tools and improved documentation and leaderships, right? Also greater in their ability. These are definitely important to attract more DeFi developers and users to come to BNB chain. On top of the current, well, meme token chasers, right? Meme token holders. Wow. Recent is just amazing. I feel like because of this kind of sentiment, right? It has attracted a lot of Solana chain users to come to BNB chain to give it a try. So, which is overall a good thing because that would bring in a lot of new users. And the next round, we are going to starting from Sean over here, and Sean is the Nova Bank CMO. So the question for you, Sean, is can you share any exciting potential development that Nova Bank has in the pipeline for BNB Chain and DeFi? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the question. First of all, I would like to add a little bit more to the reply of BitRaven. So he was just mentioning that Binance is providing platforms. Binance is providing education into the maybe third world countries, developing economies, and so on. I can absolutely agree on this. I witnessed by myself with my eyes when in my own country of Turkey, Binance presence is very big, and the BNB chain, the thing as the BNB labs, a lot of the hackathons that are going on, a lot of like the opportunity that Binance is giving to the young people, to the young developers, to the young coders, is also very inspiring because when you participate in these hackathons and so on, you can actually get to the level where you can try to aim further. And if you're going to perform very well, maybe at some point there will be some international companies that will come up and be like, hey, you're doing pretty good stuff. I feel like, you can join our team. So I would, on this point, Binance is truly providing big value for the not only the development, but also the fundamental education for these young talents, I would say. Yeah, but coming back to your question about Novabank and the future plans on the development of the DeFi together with the BNB chain is, we're constantly working on new innovations to bring DeFi to the next level, because we're planning to launch more advanced financial products that usually integrate seamlessly with the BNB chain. So, for example, in the next month, in the month of April, hopefully Novabank is going to come up with the latest product, which is the physical Novabank card, where people and the users of the Novabank can actually pay with the NVB anywhere where the MasterCard is actually get accepted. So all the terminals around the world where there is MasterCard, Novabank users can pay just with a physical card, without any passwords, without any like hardware or software at all. It's just one physical touch, boom, and you got the sale. So this is very exciting part of the product that we're actually going through. There are actually some more things that are coming up, and of course, we are also coming up with the decentralized lending, staking, which is already there, yield farming tools. We're also exploring ways how to improve the interoperability of our platform with other chains while maintaining the performance that we have now, the benefits of BNB chain. So our focus is actually on ensuring our users to have access to a secure, fast, and almost if I would may say this word, it is a very open and transparent system and ecosystem for each and every one. So in the quarter 3 of the 2025, around, let's say, summer, we're going to be launching the 2 new protocols, which are going to be lending protocol, because if Nova Bank is still a bank, and if people would like to lend money or lend NVB tokens from the ecosystem, they'll be able to do it. And there's one more protocol which is going to be able to let the Nova Bank itself, the algorithms and the smart contracts, cooperate and buy other stocks of whatever there is in the world, like stocks, S&P 500, and so on, in order to benefit the whole treasury and the liquidity pool. So there are actually some very, very exciting things that are coming up, and we are seeing it is in work still, but we're going to be presenting it very soon, and we're also thrilled to continue to dedicate to work and collaborate with the BNB chain family. Thank you.
That is really nice. Thank you so much, Sean, for sharing that.
Yeah.
And also, if any of our audience are building within the BNB chain ecosystem would like to collaborate with Nova Bank, feel free to reach out to Nova Bank's official X handle. It's easy to remember, Nova Bank 0, right? NOVABANK 0. Or reach out to Sean, and he's the CMO at Nova Bank.
Exactly. And also, just right now, I'm actually, sharing my screen.
Yes.
So you can actually see that, this is the Nova Bank website. Guys, always remember to, go in www.novabank.finance, so you can see the whole introduction, the whole, the flywheel model explanation and so on. It's all there. Transparent, fast, secure. We already have more than 120,000 token holders. So, just hop on, get on the board, and hopefully you're going to become the part of Nova Bank family.
That is just really nice. Thank you so much, Sean. Great opportunity, everyone. Don't miss this chance. And next, we are going to invite Sophie, the Blocking Venture co-founder, to also answer your question over here. We would like to ask, looking ahead, what is your prediction for Binance role in the future of DeFi? And how do you see Binance and BNB chain contributing to the growth of the Web3 space? Thank you.
Thank you, Moonlight. First of all, I want to add one thing to my topic, because I think there must be a very big gathering here in this channel. So I want to do a small advertisement about my Blocking Ventures. You guys can follow us on Twitter with the spelling of Block IN and then Ventures. And we are actually helping. Hopefully, we are attracting more builders to join us, because we have some portfolios which are regarded with DeFi and RWA as well. So we want more builders to build the projects together with us. And also, I have my own Twitter. That's Sophie, spelled like SOPHIE. Sophie Web3 on Twitter as well. So I'm also, because I was born Chinese, so I'm a Chinese PO as well. So that's all wrap up to my advertisement part, and let's bounce back to your question. That's the contribution of Binance, BNB chain. So and the potential as well. First of all, I believe Binance was, its vast resources and user base, it will continue to play a very crucial role in shaping the future of DeFi. So Binance has money, as we all know. and they have reputations, and they have lots of builders. As Sean has mentioned, that lots of builders from Turkey, from North America, even from Chinese, they have been contributing lots to build BNB chain. So they are also active, very proactively in supporting DeFi innovations and providing liquidity and infrastructure to new projects. So BNB chain will likely evolve into support more diverse DeFi applications, including, as you know, decentralized insurance, lending, staking, and even more advanced trading mechanisms. Additionally, I expect finance to further integrate traditional finance with DeFi. So RWA might merge, DeFi might be a very good option. We can definitely put on chain the traditional assets, really good liquidity, so that we can we can also break them into RWA assets so that more people can trade and benefit in DeFi. Um, so with finance leadership, we are likely to see increased institutional adoption and more traditional financial players to getting involved into this sector in the coming years. I think the CZ himself, they just got a really big investment from UAE, as we all know that. So was himself and Binance uh, in his leadership, more people from traditional sector, traditional finance will put their attention and emphasis on DeFi, both the infrastructure and projects as well. So that's my answer to this question. And but if you have this physical cards from Noah Bank, I'd like to try my hands on. We'll talk that later. Quite interesting. I think that's very quite interesting scenario and use case as well.
Nice. Thank you so much, Sophie, for letting us know about that. And definitely, yeah, Binance's role very important in shaping the future of DeFi, right? We're looking forward to see that DeFi growing stronger in this cycle, and Binance Chain also well positioned to facilitate this transaction. Well said. Thank you, Sophie. And next, we have another question for Raven. Raven is the Agro CTO. The question for you is, what is your stand on the future of the crossover between BNB Chain and DeFi? And also, how do you see the synergy developing in the next few years? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I think this question is kind of similar to the first one, but still I want to kind of wrap up so that our users can focus on some of the key points. For example, like based on for DeFi developers and users, they should focus on regulations and compliance. There's a synthetic assets and real world assets and derivatives and options. So I'm going to a little bit elaborate about the derivatives and options. For example, so there is a lack of tractions in derivatives and option protocol on BNB chain. So enhancing this offering would make it more competitive with other leading DeFi platforms and addressing a gap in the ecosystem. So there is always a room for the improvement. There's a security, risk management, and insurance. And also there's another point I would like to make. For example, yield aggregators like BNB chain is the third in total value lock TVL. So allocated, like for example, with 9.8 compared to the Ethereum 67% and Phantom's 9.9%. So closing this gap could make BNB chain more attractive destination for yield farmers and related like DeFi activities. So there's one more payment solutions. So there's a need for crypto payment gateways for we already know that we already have payment gateway like Binance Pay, so many sort of payment gateway. But what I'm talking about the payment gateway is like kind of different. For example, leveraging Binance USD, BUSD as a foundation, BNB chain could integrate more payment solutions like making DeFi more accessible for everyday transactions. And also there's always need like developer support and user educations. So there is always need to be like a boot camp so that all the world's developers or young peoples, I think that they also should need to go to the universities. Also, maybe even they can go to the college levels, so that where the young kids, they also can have a chance to work on the Binance chain. So where the users can get more adaptabilities. And also in the last phase of this like Binance Live, I would like to talk about a little bit about my projects, that what I'm working. Maybe the people maybe might be interested. It's kind of a little bit of new. So
Sure.
if I would allow to me to say, then I would like to share my screen.
Let's go.
Surely,
Okay.
surely.
Okay,
I
thank
feel like people should know. It's time.
Yeah. So this is like can you guys see my screen? Oh yeah. So this is like the agro. It's called like decentralized agriculture. So this is we'll be going to build on the first terms on the blockchains. So where we are going to fund it like real farmers. And actually this can be like a platform that farmers and investors can meet in a one platform based on the smart contracts. So where all over the world, we all know that after like during the war or maybe COVID times, that we know that food crisis is like very important things these days, like because of the food shortages. And there's so many lands is available in all over the world, especially if you're talking about like third world countries. They have a lot of lands, but they don't have funding, they don't have technologies how to grow foods or better way. So what we are trying to do, a real world asset, like we are going to asset tokenizations that based on the crops that we are going to harvest. So this is a platform where farmer, investors, and the partners, they came as a growing as a Diagro platform. So this is more about little bit kind. It's still on the prototype base. So I want to see some more of the design that we did. It's still on that early phases. So what is going to do happening? For example, if someone is having, they want to grow, for example, guava, for example, that guys from Nepal. So he want to raise the funds. So in the traditional banking systems, so there, if the guy from the UK or USA, it's not easy to fund the guy living a farmer in the Nepal or some of the other countries. So this is where the people, that farmers, they can list their projects on this platform where they can seek for funding. So based on funding, the people, they can see all the details is happening on that like Diagro platforms, where they can see that cultivating time, then harvesting time. This is the 5 phase, and also share the revenue. So this is like a new things like that we can do, and also with help of the AI that we can really do some of the informations, so that all over the world, all of the peoples, they can use their, like for example, land, their resources, and participate on the real world assets. So this is kind of things that I feel like real worlds, they need to do it in the based on asset tokenizations. That's the beauty of the having crypto platforms, like where that no limitations of the money accessible from everywhere around the world, so that people, they can see each of the transactions, each of the spending on the lasers, which will be the publicly available. So I think this is going to be a new things. And also we are hoping that we might be going on the BNB chain to develop build our these platforms on for online transactions. Thank you.
Wow, that is just amazing. Thank you so much, Ruben, for introducing your project to us, the Agro. This is definitely really unique, right? And we also glad to hear about your opinion in terms of the synergy between BNB Chain and DeFi. It is definitely going to get stronger. And we also like your prediction, right, on more advanced DeFi protocols, as well as increased institutional involvement. And before we wrap up the session, it's about 9 p.m. in Asia and 9 a.m. over here at New York City. I would like to ask if our speakers would like to share something that we haven't covered, but also pretty important for our audience to know. Sean, would you like to share first? Anything that you would like to let our audience know about? We haven't had the opportunity to cover it yet.
Sure. So what I would like to say is, first of all, about the presence of Novo Bank itself. It is the bull run right now, and as a lot of people know, there's a lot of turbulence due to a lot of the political things that is going on in the world. Not only political, the economical, the financial stuff. But the one of the quintessential things that I would like to mention is mainly about it's all about the blockchain, and as well, we have to keep our faith in the decentralization, and especially in the decentralization of the finances, because whenever the tough times come, back in the old times, back in the old days, I would say, our parents or grandparents would just, gather all the gold, all of the diamonds, some of the cash they have, and just, bury it, or, hide it very, very, in a very hidden place somewhere at their home, or not even there. Right now, in this world that we're facing right now, with these challenges, with the currency, the currency that is always being devaluated, all of the inflation that we're going through, the US dollar that is just behaving in the way of, colonizing the people's wallets, the people's minds, banks, and so on. There's always a solution of very simple, which is the decentralized finance, and Nova Bank is just one of them. Definitely not a do your own research, not a financial advice. But what I would like to underline and mention is that if you take a look at the performance of the NVB token at the CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, anywhere you want, it has been flat. It has been almost like a stable coin. And this is exactly what we're trying to do when the liquidity is, coming and going, all of the fluctuations are happening in the world economy and so on, the Ethereum, Bitcoin and stuff. Still, Nova Bank, the algorithms that we trust in, the smart contracts that we trust in, keep the NVB price always at around $80 to $85. So my only message to you right now, to all of the audience that is listening to me right now, is just, always do your own research, and as well, let's go a little bit against the system, especially what Binance is trying to do over here is, granting people with their own assets the way they want to keep their assets, with a trust wallet and so on. So let's keep it that way. Let's educate more people. And of course, first of all, the most important thing for 2025 is to always keep on educating ourselves first. And then only we can educate others. This is my only thing that I wanted to say. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Binance Live. Thank you, Moon Labs. Thank you guys for the host of this perfect session. And, hopefully we'll be back very soon. Back to you.
That's just amazing. Thank you so much, Sean, for sharing the ending thought with us. And also like to thank everyone for joining today's AMA session, where we have close to 7,000 live audience joining us on Binance Live. Yes, this is definitely a huge turnout. I want to shout out to all of our guest speakers as well.
Nice.
Sean, Sophie, Raven, thank you for sharing your expertise and insight. We have covered a lot today, right? From the future of DeFi and BNB chain's role to upcoming development and improvement in the ecosystem. And we wanted to, encourage everyone to give our speakers projects a follow, right? So like you would not miss additional important announcement from Nova Bank, from our blocking venture, and also from the Agro. Once again, appreciate all for your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
It's also nice to having you, and you are the perfect host. It's long after a long time. We are like in the on time, like 1 hour. Then we finish that Binance Live. That's really great. So I hope next time we can have one more live sessions with you again in futures. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let's do it again. And I'm going to close our backstage. Have a great rest of the day, everyone.
All right. See ya, guys. Bye-bye. Follow Nova Bank. Follow Nova Bank.
Thank
all
you.
The Nova Bank.
Let's go.
Also follow the Agro, by the way. Yeah.
Of course.
Right. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We are still willing. The Nova Bank go to moon. Bye-bye.
Let's do it.
All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.